Hi guys, and welcome to Siska Stitches. In today's tutorial I'll be showing you guys how to make a half bodice for a 2-year-old. You can use this pattern to make any type of dress, like ball dresses, of which I'm going to be showing you guys how to make in my next video. If you're new to my channel, I say welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. Please click the subscribe button, and also please click the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post new videos. And now we can go ahead and begin the tutorial. So guys, I have folded my pattern paper into two, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw a straight line where we'll be marking, our shoulder measurements. Shoulder measurement is 8.5. 8.5 divided by 2 is 4.25 inches. So I'm going to mark that right there. I'm going to mark another point downwards, 4.25 inches, so that we can end up with a straight line, and then I go ahead and join the points. On this line we are drawing, we are going to be marking the armhole measurements. The armhole round is 9 inches. 9 inches divided by 2 is 4.5 inches. We'll mark 4.5 inches also at the center front line so we can end up with a straight line. On this line that we are drawing at the end of the armhole area is where we're going to be marking the bust measurement. Bust measurement divided by 4, 21 divided by 4 is 5.25 inches. After this, I'll be marking a shoulder slant of 1/2 inch. For kids, I go with 1/2 inch. For adults, I do 1 inch. So guys, the remaining part of the armhole line is 4 inches, right? So that 4 inches divided by 2 is 2 inch. Now at that 2 inch mark, we'll be going inwards by 0.25 inches. For adults, I usually do 1/2 inch. For kids, I go with 0.25 inches. This will help us take excess around the armhole area. So after this, guys, I'll be marking the neck width of 2.5 inches. You can go with 2 inches or 3 inches depending on how wide or narrow you want the neckline to be, and then we're going to connect these points to get our shoulder slant. Next thing will be our half length. So the half length area serves more or less like the waist area, and you can go with 7.5 inches or 8 inches. For this tutorial I'll be going with 8 inches, and then I join the point, and of course we'll be marking our waist measurement divided by 4. It is also 21. 21 divided by 4 is 5.25 inches, and then I'm going to join the waist to the bust area. So guys, after this I'll be marking our dart width. So I'm going with a dart width of 2.25 inches. On the sides of this 2.25 inches, I'll be marking 0.25 inches. So I usually take a 1/2 inch allowance for that when I'm making children's dresses. So I'll be marking that 2.25 inches so we can get a straight midline for the dart. So I'm just going to draw a straight line upwards. Now for your dart height, you can go with 2.5 inches, you can go with 2.75 inches, you can go with 3 inches, but just ensure that you don't go too close to the bust line. So like I said, you can go with 2.5 inches, but for this tutorial I'll be going with 2.75 inches, and of course I'm going to join the points all the way down to the 0.25 inches on both sides to get our triangular darts. After this, guys, we'll be marking our neck depth. Now the neck depth is dependent on how high or how low you want your neck to be. So guys, I'll be going with 2.5 inches, and then I'll get my French curve and connect the points. So guys, we're practically done with this pattern, but of course we need to add our seam allowances once we are done. So guys, I'll be going with a 1.5 inch seam allowance for the side seam around the bust area. Now for the waist parts, we'll be going with 2 inches because of the dart allowance of 1/2 inch. So I'll be marking 2 inch, 1.5 inch for the seam allowance, 1/2 inch for the dart allowance. Don't worry about how the shape of this will come out. By the time we take our darts in, everything will come back to normal. So I just go ahead and join the points. At the armhole area, I'll be marking 1/2 inch. So from that curve, I mark 1/2 inch. The remaining part of this pattern is going to be taking a 1/2 inch allowance for joining, basically. So I mark half an inch all around neckline, shoulder slant, armhole, bottom, everywhere. And once we are done with this, guys, we're just going to go ahead and connect the points, and of course we're going to cut our pattern. Once we're done cutting this pattern, we'll be using this to make the back bodice, which is pretty much easier from here. You are not going to be doing any drafting. So this is how it looks when it is opened up. So I have another folded paper right here. We'll be going with a zipper allowance of 1.5 inch. So I just ensure I note that point, and of course I'm going to pin the front pattern on this new pattern paper. So the distance between the folded part of the new pattern paper and the center front will be 1.5 inches, which will serve as a zipper allowance. So I'm just going to pin the bodice, the front part, to the new pattern paper so there is no movement of the pattern. So guys, remember we took 0.25 inches inwards for the front, so we don't need that 0.25 inches inwards for the back. So I'm just going to mark that right there, and then of course connect the points to get our new armhole curve. So this is what we have, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut out our pattern. The only adjustment we are going to be making to this back pattern is the neckline. Now this is also dependent on you. I could as well have gone with the same neckline I did for the front, but I want a lower neckline for the back, so I'll just go ahead and reduce that. You can reduce yours by 1/2 inch. I mean, you can increase your neck depth by 1/2 inch. You can increase it by 1 inch. So I'll just go ahead and mark 1/2 inch. Like I said, you can go with 1 inch if you want. So I'll be going with 1/2 inch. So I just use freehand to connect it all the way to this point, and then we're going to cut it off. So after cutting this part off, I also divide the back into two because we are going to be attaching a zipper to it. So this is what we're going to have at the end of the day. So guys, remember I said we'll be using this pattern to make a ball dress. So you guys should stay tuned though. Stay tuned. It's going to be an amazing tutorial. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful to you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.